Many of you on the spiritual path have already opened so many doors for yourself. And we want to emphasize that every time you open a door for yourself, you open a door for others, you open a door for the rest of humanity. It is so important for you to see the true reflection that you are for the rest of the world to see back in you. You reflect out a beauty to the world so that that world can reflect it back to you. And every time you move forward, every time you expand your being, every time you shine your light into the world, it is a beacon, it is a signal, it is a reminder to others that they can do the same. And so every time you work on yourself, you give the world permission to work on itself. You give others permission to work on themselves. Every time you shine your light, every time you voice your truth, you allow this space to be created for others to do the same. And because of the nature of this reality and universe, because of the nature of energy reflecting energy and humanity reflecting humanity, what you put out will at some point be returned to you. But it is more than that, because for those other humans that witness you, not only do they see and feel your energy, but it activates something within them, something that may have been dormant, that activates and brings them to a new level. As you raise yourself up, you raise others up. And so we tell you this in honesty, with earnest, heartfelt, loving energy, that you are the saviors of humanity. Because you are here tonight, because you have taken steps that others haven't. And we say this with humility. We say this not to put you on too much of a pedestal, but for you to understand the importance of everything you do every time you do it, and the importance of the energy you put into the world every time you step up to the plate, every time you swing that bat, whether you hit a home run or miss. Just the energy of standing there and taking the swing is more than you can realize, does more for the world, does more for your own energy than anyone realizes. It is true power to step into your truth, your being, and to even just try. We want to also emphasize the importance of continually trying to improve yourself. For every time you improve yourself, it allows space for the world to be improved. It allows space for improvement to be reflected back. And so we ask you to keep trying. And as long as you keep trying, you will keep succeeding. Even if you consider yourself unsuccessful today, which we would not label as such, or every act brings you closer, every act raises you up. Every act is you overcoming some kind of fear and doubt. But to resonate a little bit more with the current state of the human mind, we will use words like try. Every time you try, even if you don't succeed, you are putting out more change and more love and more expansion than you realize. And we see it from the other side, and it gives us great pleasure. It gives us an enormous amount of joy to see every human step up in expansion and embrace a little bit more of their truth every day. And we encourage you to keep doing this, keep expanding, keep telling your truth, keep being true to yourself, to who you are, and keep doing the work. And we use work loosely because there are some negative connotations around the world, around the word. When we say work, it is just about putting in effort. It is not meant to be anything that has to be done. It's not meant to be anything agonizing. When you work on yourself, it is simply the act of putting effort towards doing something. And when you put effort towards improving yourself, every effort expands upon the last and you learn more and more. Earlier, there was conversation around the Olympics. And while there are certain circumstances to help create gold athletes, gold medal winning athletes, such as being in a family of athletes, such as being in the right place in the right time and having the right coaches. There's also an inner desire and an inner drive that some of these athletes have that does not exist on the same level in other humans. So yes, there are a lot of factors that go into creating a gold medalist. However, this is the perfect example of how far humanity can come, how far anyone can come by pushing themselves further, by wishing to improve themselves. None of these gold medalists began as gold medalists. None of them began as Olympic contenders. None of them began as winners of any type of competition until they first entered. And they didn't first enter until they first tried. And they didn't first try until they first had a thought of trying, a desire of trying. So as long as you keep desiring to improve yourself, you will. And as long as you keep desiring to improve yourself, you will improve the world. Whether this takes decades or centuries or months or days, it happens all the time in every moment. And we thank you and honor you for all the times that you have put in to serving a better version of yourself and a better version of humanity. Thank you.